Welcome to Belgrade for the final of the World School Championships. It's France against Germany in the final, in this girls' final. Two teams have had a long, long route to get here. For many of them, it'll be the match of their lives. France against Germany then in the final of the World School Football Championships. So just getting ready for the pre-match presentations. This the 26th edition of this competition, and there were 12 girls teams here, and France and Germany are the two that have made it all the way to the final. You're watching pictures live from the Serb Football Federation just outside of Belgrade. It's a very, very chilly day, but good atmosphere here with fans from both sides, and lots of boys and girls who've been playing in the other competitions here as well, to see who will lift this trophy.
Assistant referee.
I must.
Yeah.
This is the third assistant, Chen Wang from China Taipei.
Thank you.
This is
today, red, blue for France, of course, who had a good 2-0 win yesterday to reach this final. Germany beating Brazil to reach this showpiece. Our referee today is from Turkey, Dagi Neslihan. So far, this competition has been played in a really good spirit. Let's hope that continues today with the big prize on offer. France have been excellent in this competition these last few years. It's their third consecutive final, second 2 years ago, and they won it in the competition before that in Guatemala. Germany consistent at this level. So it's going to be fascinating to see who will come out on top here. So this is the 26th edition of this competition. For those of you who don't know it too well, it's for girls born in 2001, 2 and 3. And there were 4 groups of 4 in this competition. And as I was saying, the French getting here after a win yesterday against the Brazilians, against Austria rather, and Germany beating Brazil. Nearly ready to go. So for the French, they're represented from the Lycée Sacré-Cœur school in Saint-Brieuc. That's on the northwest coast of France in Brittany. It's a part of the world that produces a lot of very good female football players. I'll be talking a lot more about that over the next hour or so. As the 2 captains get ready to go. Besh, one of the top players in this tournament so far. And, Coach Nicolas Delpine has done an excellent job to get his girls this far. Our officials today, check it's Muradagi Neslihan of Turkey with Venete Gosh of Brazil and a Wang Che from Chinese Taipei. Ready to kick off in a few minutes. No official national anthems, but plenty of fans here singing the Marseillaises that you might be able to hear. Germany in their huddle. Let's talk a little bit about Germany then. They reached the final after a 1-0 win yesterday. A goal from Karina Jager early on. A header from a corner. As you can hear, the German fans as well. In the quarters, they beat China 4-0, and they've really been brilliant up until they're winning 3 games out of 3. So as you can hear, the German fans making plenty of noise too as their girls get ready to come on. They're playing in green. As I was saying, they're kicking from right to left, excuse me, in this first half. They came third 2 years ago. Let's look at the teams. The French, a powerful team. One of the favourites, no doubt, in this competition. And Germany, look out for their number 10, Chiara Marihan, who had a very good game yesterday in the middle of the park for Germany. So it's 30 minutes each half, and if it's still level after that, remember we go to a shootout. 5 shootouts per team. And we are underway. Germany kicking from right to left in the final of the World School Championships. As I was saying, the French represented by the Lycée Sacré-Cœur from Saint-Brieuc, and Germany here from the Frankfurt school. Also produced a lot of good players over the years. The Karl von Weinberg Schule in Frankfurt. We're underway. Chilly conditions. There's quite windy, blustery conditions as well. So it's not going to be easy for the girls. It's a huge prize awaits. It's going to be a first free kick for the French. So I was saying, very impressive yesterday in a win against Austria. Touch of revenge there because they lost the last final 5-0. They were delighted to get through that. Can they go all the way? They pushed 4 players up for this first free kick as it comes in. Looking for the head of Besh, but it didn't get there. As the Germans rake through Bertel. Back to Biermann. And he gets into trouble there. Was that a foul? No. And Bertel plays on. Bertel, busy midfield player. Here's Hahn. Misplaced pass that time, although yesterday I must say Hahn's passing was top class, which was one of the main differences in that win against Brazil. First half shot in, let's say, from Le Campion, but that's not going to trouble Rima. These two teams had a lot of work just to get to this competition, remember. The French going for about, 9 games in total. First in Brittany, then in the Northwest region. And then reaching this final. That wasn't a penalty shootout. Went to 7 penalties, would you believe, beating La Roche-sur-Yon to get here. The Germans as well, to go through a long qualifying process. The finals played in Berlin after a tournament that went through the local regions and the Länder as well. So Biermann, Germany struggling early on to get their passes together. A foul that time. A bit of a respite for Germany, being on the back foot so far. Steck with the free kick. Looks like a long pass towards Kuva. Didn't quite get there. Here's Le Campion. So another foul going Germany's way. French team today training with Guingamp, small village in the northwest of France, but very successful. They have teams in the first division, both on the men's and women's side. Women's team currently 8th in the French league. So they know what it's like to play at the top level, these girls, with the Guingamp team up there in northwest of France, but they have defending to do. To the far side. It's going to be no trouble for Totti, the goalkeeper. The French have been extremely solid defensively so far, and no doubt they have the experience. 3 of these players playing 2 years ago. This is the 3rd consecutive final, remember, for France, winning in Guatemala, 2nd place 2 years ago. And they do have plenty of experience. I was saying 1 or 2 of them have even played in the French First Division. They train 5-6 times a week. So well prepared for this competition. They have an early chance here with Diaby. She can't make anything of it. Excellent run down that right-hand side from Sila. Nothing comes off that, but that was the first good chance then for Anne-Catherine Zila, playing down the right-hand side of midfield today. The Germans yesterday beating Brazil. Very, very cold conditions, and especially the Brazilians were suffering there. Didn't get much above 3 or 4 degrees, and it was very windy as well. So the Germans a little bit better adapted to those kind of conditions, and they have the first corner of the match with Kuva, the tallest player on the pitch. Didn't get too much of a chance to score yesterday. No one did really. There weren't too many chances, but Germany did just enough with that early headed goal from Jager. Wasn't a corner, excuse me, it was a throw-in on that far side, so still no corners so far. The Germans from the Karl von Weinberg Schule in Frankfurt, and also they work very closely with the local women's team, also in the First Division in Germany. Produced some excellent players who've gone on to international appearances and played at the likes of Bayern and Wolfsburg, the 2 powerful clubs in women's football. Speaking to Nico Arnautis before the game, he admitted his girls were nervous. Psychology is just to say, well, it's normal to be nervous. It's a big, big game for these girls. Hopefully they've got those nerves out of their system. Bertel, Biermann down the left-hand side. Plenty of space for Biermann. Misplaced pass that time. Mr. Lemogdek. The Germans starting to settle now. I've seen just a little bit so far of Hahn, who was excellent yesterday. Steck, centre back, out to Biermann. Shouldn't cause too many problems. The French team can't quite clear their lines though. Bertel, busy First few minutes for Bertel. But the pass was poor. Can the French do something with this? Cheron couldn't quite find Diaby. The Germans have done well these last 2-3 minutes, and they've got a free kick there as well. No doubt in the mind of Muratagi Neslihan. So the Germans are taking their time with this free kick. It's still 0-0. You're watching the final of the World School Championships here in Belgrade, chilly Belgrade, but it's warming up here in the National Football Centre. The free kick will, I think, go wide, indeed it does. Ambitious effort from Michel Hochstadt. About 18 this afternoon. Brazil against Slovakia will be the boys' final later on this afternoon. France against Germany. Going for the girls. Le Campion, one of the key players. She's prepared to go all the way, Le Campion, and it needed some good defending that time from Zila. Le Campion's going to be a real danger today, no doubt about that. This school, three-time French champion. And as I was saying, a 2-0 win against Austria yesterday, an own goal. And a second one from Eloise Le Campion, who we just saw. She's the joint top scorer for the French. 3 goals so far for Le Campion. Is Diaby, cuts inside well, still Diaby. A bad pass, but cut out by Bierman. There's Bertel again, can't quite keep it in, but they have the throw. 3 players have scored 3 goals for the French. Le Campion, Diaby, who we've seen, and Amandine Besch. His Steck seen a lot of the ball so far. This team's very well drilled, tactically, pretty solid yesterday, didn't really give anything away. Kuva. It's for Zila. Some nice defending for the French. With Renard, Diaby. Still Diaby. Diaby going all the way, does she have a cross? She does, but held by Klinker. Kept a clean sheet yesterday. Long kick from Hannah Klinker. For another throw for Germany, still 0-0. Bierman will take the throw, the number 4. Nice touch of skill there, but not so good there. Just taking away off the ball. For a throw from the French. Third time that this school have qualified for the World Championships. 4 of them actually played 2 years ago in that final against Austria. Was a very disappointing 5-0 defeat for them. So it was a sweet revenge yesterday, that win against Austria, who actually played the national under-18 team. The Austrians pretty much choose one school to represent the team at that level, so it was a good win for the French. So Coach Nicolas Delpine was saying, not too many celebrations. The French are here to win, no doubt about that. Germany's ambitions a little lower. They're pretty happy just to get beyond the quarters. So expectations higher among the French side, but so far Germany slightly better for me in these opening minutes. Mm, 10 minutes gone. And throw from Bierman. Goes for a longish one. The French well organised at the back. Here's Le Campion. Coming very deep, but can't do too much with that. And the top scorer, one of the key players in this French team. To Steck. And Jager, the goal scorer yesterday. Direct ball through. hacked out by the French defence. Back to Steck. More dangerous ball through the middle. Jager again. Germany certainly had the better of the chances for most of the game yesterday, but that was a good tackle from the French, just as Germans were going to nearly get through that. So Maliari standing through. Last touch from Stat, I think it was. That game yesterday, Brazil hit the post late on, but I think Germany just about deserved that win. Goalkeeper Hannah Klinker not worried too much yesterday. Didn't make too many saves. The Brazilians are absolutely devastated after that game. Players in tears. It was going to be a winner and a loser. And that was a mistake from Bertel, but she scurries after that to get it back and does superbly. Does Bertel. No lost causes for her. Biermann. Nothing comes of that. And the French do something on the break. That's going to be cut out again from Steck. Hasn't put a foot wrong so far. To Biermann again. That's been the normal route. No, a little bit longer. Through to Bertel. Pierre Bertel, busy opening 10-15 minutes. The most dangerous player on the pitch so far. Still 0-0. Final of the World School Championships, France against Germany. France looking to win back the title they won in 2015. And a great welcome from the Serbian Sports Federation here in Belgrade. This last week, there have been a lot of games with so many teams here. Boys are playing in groups of 6 and the women in groups of 4. And these two got through those and are in the final. Good run from Diaby. Still Diaby. That guy out for a corner, no. Brilliantly defended by Steck. Just made sure the danger of a corner was averted. Still no real shots on goal so far. Edgy opening few minutes. You can forgive that. Some nerves out there. Besch is the number 12 with the throw. But again, nicely played from the German defence. Biermann that time. Extremely well. Here's the left back Biermann. See some of the fans there making their presence felt. Many of them played themselves in this competition, but a lot of the friends and family have come down from France and Germany to cheer their players on. That was Besch again down this near-hand side, but unfortunately for her, unfortunately for Germany, that goes the way of the team in green. I'm saying busy week we've had with 12 girls teams, 24 boys teams, 9 pitches in all. There's going to be already a substitute with Candy Charbonnier coming on for Cheron. Here comes the number 11 Charbonnier. Should play in midfield as well. An early change. Nicolas Delpine was forced into that. So Charbonnier on for Cheron. No real chances so far. As Hannah Klinker gets ready to take this goal kick. I'm saying the German team from Frankfurt, which is one of the powerhouses of women's football in that country. Attitude very much nothing to lose so far. Speaking with their coach Nika Arnautis, delighted that his goals have got this far. Can they go all the way? Diaby, lovely work from Diaby onto the left foot and the right foot. Good skills, Diaby. Still Diaby goes for the shots and it was worth a go. Easily held by Klinker. A nice run and shot from Diaby. Best so far. Lovely work again from Biermann down the left. Some nice skills. Back to Steck. Impressive, hasn't she, on this near side? There's Johanna Biermann. Can Germany make something from it? A long, long shot that was extremely ambitious from Magliari and kept in from Totti, the French goalkeeper today. This competition started way back in 1972. It's got bigger and bigger over the years. Certainly the quality has gone up year by year. The header from Hahn, not the best so far. Behind the German back four. And Klinker comes rushing out with the big boot. Here's Hahn again. It's more like it from a player with plenty of skill in midfield. So not quite so good from Anne-Catherine Zeiler. Right back this afternoon. Foul going Germany's way. It's Kuva on the receiving end of that challenge. Remember, just 30 minutes per half. So a quarter of the way into this match. No goals as the German fans making plenty of noise, urging their goals on. Headed on by Kuva. Kuva again looking to challenge for that. Can't get to it. Jager. Passing a little bit nervy. You might expect in a final. Many of these girls the first time they played outside their country. It's a fantastic experience it's been for them. That experience got even better if they end up with a winner's medal. It's Le Mogdek has gone down. So Anna Le Mogdek is okay. A bit of a challenge from Jager. Doesn't look too good. Mogdek really struggling with that. Austria, the defending champions, lost, as I was saying, to France in the semis. We'll have new gold medalists this afternoon. Pictures from the Serbian Football Federation just outside of Belgrade, where we've played a good deal of the matches over the last week. 9 pitches in all scattered around Belgrade. Here's the German coach Nico Arnautis. He's actually also the coach of the Frankfurt women's team. He's telling he's going to have to rush back on Sunday morning because the first team are playing. Doesn't want to miss that either, but this was the priority today. Wanted to make absolutely sure that he was here. And if it means missing a game in the first division, well, so be it. And he's just getting themselves organised. This free kick comes over to Steck. Not taking any risks. Steck leading most of the attacks. Solid centre back. Looks long for Kuva. The French will deal with that. Needs to be a little bit smarter than that, the Germans, to get through a well-organised French back four. Diaby. Diaby's had a good opening to this game as well, but no one better than Biermann. Hasn't put a foot wrong. Very impressive for me at left back. That passing not quite as good from Hannah Klinker. Don't want to get her defenders into too much trouble there. So France with a chance down that far left-hand side. The Charbonnier, the substitute. I haven't seen too much of the French as an attacking force so far. Maybe Charbonnier will add something to that. Rangy, wide player. Came on for Charon just a few minutes ago. Did Candice Charbonnier. French fans urging their goals on as well. Neither of the boys' teams getting through to the semis. They're both still in competition for the placement matches, but match delayed just 15 minutes to allow some of the boys to come and support their girls' teams here. No goals so far. The closest long-range shot from Diaby, which was held by Hannah Klinker. So far, the Germans have had slightly better of these opening 21 minutes. Long, long road to get so far. That would be a super achievement for each of these schools to be crowned the best football team in the world on the girls' side. But this is a year of a Women's World Cup in France, so an incentive for the French girls here. And French football in France on a high at the moment. This would be a great way to end the school season with a win in Belgrade. Lots of work to do before that. It's 0-0. Klinker hits long. And, French pretty good in the duels. They haven't lost too much so far on the ones-to-ones. Bierman from Magliari chasing away there, but again, the passing has gone astray on this near side, but that's going to be too far for Besh. He's worked tirelessly this afternoon without much reward. Amandine Besh, 3 goals so far in this competition. Germany and France are both winning their groups quite easily with 3 matches each. Germany with a 3-0 win against Denmark. Chinese Taipei another 3-0 win and a 15-0 win against the Republic Srpska, who are the weakest team here, no doubt about that. The French getting through their group with a 2-1 win against China, 6-0 win against Serbia, and a 5-0 hammering of Greece. So the 2 dominant teams. Now, is there a chance here? And a nice play there by Besh. Brilliantly worked. Can she get it across? She can. And the ball didn't go out. Danger there for Germany. They tidied up well with Bertel. Bierman. Quite easy wins in that group stage, but anything but easy since. And in the girls' game, difference in quality early on, but it's been much, much closer since. And the games yesterday, very, very little between them. I expect this one to be very close as well. No goals so far. Diaby. That's a clever ball behind the right back. Is there a chance there? But no, well held by Hannah Klinker. Charbonnier was storming forward. The substitute has already had an impact, showing a good pace down that flank. The Germans have been warned. That should be okay for Totti, indeed it is. Misplaced control from Zeiler. So I was saying it was fairly easy in the group stage for these 2 teams who no doubt came here among the favourites. The group winners were Austria and Brazil, apart from these 2. And those 4 ended up in the semis. Remember, it's Slovakia against Brazil in the boys' final later on this afternoon. Magliari. Again, looks to play it long, but the French pretty well organised at the back. I say that, but it does fall to a green shirt again. Bertel for the shots, and just for a second, Totti nearly let that get out of her hands, but she recovered well. Kuva, the tall number 7, looking to pounce. The clean sheet stays intact. Diaby scrapping after that. Le Campion. Still Le Campion. Will be wanting to give Le Campion much more service. A player who can certainly score goals. She has done at youth level for her club and indeed country. Mistake that time from Fouquet. All right, back this afternoon. Bierman. Back to Steck. Steck plays long. Nice piece of defending that time. And from Renard comes back to Bierman. Just to be careful, with some real pace there from Besh. And Besh does well to win the throw-in. Fouquet with the throw. One really making a run, so it's going to go short to Besh as well. Back to Fouquet. Fouquet's cross. No one there. Picked up by Hannah Klinker. It's cold today, but not quite as cold as it was yesterday. A bit of a struggle for the girls. Played in this pitch. This was kept for the final. Semi-finals played elsewhere in Belgrade. Now just 3 minutes to go in this first half. Remember, it's 30 minutes each. Maybe a goal in that time. It's going to be a corner. It's the first corner for the French. And Besh will go over. Besh, or is it going to be the substitute Charbonnier? Charbonnier is the number 11. Just 3 players in the box to aim at. A lot of corners were played short yesterday. Indeed, this one is as well. Besh. Nicely headed out by Bierman, who's been superb in this first half. And another infringement there. The French haven't really got going so far. Le Campion and Besh are 2 top quality forwards, but they've had no service so far. Something for their coach Nicolas Delpine to work on. Nicolas Delpine has been 6 years at this club, and he was a winner in Guatemala 4 years ago. A match played in front of 15,000 fans against the hosts. It was an amazing atmosphere by all accounts, and the French holding their nerve, beating Guatemala on the Central Americans' home turf. So champions 4 years ago and runners-up 2 years ago. So we shouldn't be too surprised to see the French here. So far it's been very tight, very edgy in this first half. No real chances so far. Bertel, a crunching tackle from Troussard, who hasn't put a foot wrong so far, one has to say, Maël Troussard. The centre-back pairing of Troussard-Renard, not really troubled so far. We're in the final minutes of the first half. Hacked high, really aimlessly as well though, by Noblet. Yaga. It's it long, and that's a little bit more danger than it should have, but Totti aware of the danger. Hit it long towards Besh. But both defences have been well organised today, one has to say. Here's Magliardi. Back to Yaga again, has seen a lot of ball in these opening exchanges. Looks like it's going to be 0-0 at half-time. The last chance for Germany, no, that's overplayed. And, 1 minute of added time. It's France 0, Germany 0 in the World School Championships final here in Belgrade. Hope you're enjoying the action. And there will be a winner either in the next 30 minutes or in a shootout. No penalties here. It's a shootout format that we saw yesterday when Slovakia beat Slovenia. Amazing scenes. And it's an exciting way to finish a match. Although most people hope that it's finished within the regulation time. Bierman. Just knocks it off Diaby. Did it go out? No. In play. The Germans could have done better with that. Crunching tackle there on Le Mougdek. The French have a free kick, maybe a last chance in this first half. It's Renard who will take this. So the last chance of the first half, Malouin Renard will take this free kick, 4 to aim at. Diaby's there, Besh is there. Look out for the number 9, Le Campion. Swung in with a good power, but no one can get a touch on that. And Hannah Klinker gathers that safely, and that should be that in the first half. Indeed, our referee, Murdagi Naslihan, calls time on the first half. 30 edgy minutes, no real chances, one has to say. Diaby came closest for the French, but it's 0-0 at half-time in this final of the World School Championship. Stay with us for the second half.
Isso é uma comédia, né?
Welcome back to Belgrade. We're getting ready for the second half of the World School Championships. It's France against Germany, 0-0 at half-time. And no real chances. There's a long-range effort from France's Diaby, but apart from that, the goalkeeper's untroubled as we get ready for the second half in a very cold and windy Belgrade this afternoon. And the French picking from right to left in this second half. No goals so far. Diaby, the busy French midfielder. Picture there, coming the closest to scoring. There was one change in the first half as well, with Charbonnier coming on for Chiron in the middle of the French midfield. First attack of the second half for the French then. Normally the 14 opening things up for Besh down that right-hand side. Fouquet. To go outside, was that a foul? No, says our referee today. Dagi Neslihan from Turkey. Put on great tradition in this competition, especially on the boys' side. Did too well this week. The boys' final between Slovakia and Brazil coming up later this afternoon. Looking forward to that one. For the moment, though, France against Germany in the girls' final. Remember, 30 minutes each way. And then there's a shootout if it's level after 1 hour. No penalties. It's a shootout with players running from the halfway line. An exciting spectacle. A rather nervy one yesterday we had on between Slovakia and Slovenia, with the Slovaks winning to reach the final. So no more substitutes by the looks of things. The second half, so Germany looked for their big number 7, Kuva. Scamper after that. But, the French back four has been really well organised, I have to say. Lemogdek, number 6, looking to open things up for Charbonnier. Charbonnier cuts inside. She's moving into the danger area. That's exactly what she does. The long shots from Lemogdek. Worth a go because Hannah Klinker hasn't really been troubled so far. Lemogdek, a busy figure in the middle of the park, trying her luck. That floating way over. Third minute of this second half. Germany 0, France 0. Upper gear a little bit in this second half. This is a really good run from Lemogdek. Lemogdek, she's on 30 metres, 40 metres, still Lemogdek, but hacked out. The cross wasn't quite there. It's going to be a throw-in for the French with Gouloir. Not too much for Gouloir to aim at. Here's Diaby. Pass was poor. Diaby again. And Hahn, didn't see too much of Hahn, the German number 10 in that first half. There's the free kick there. She was outstanding against Brazil. Really getting those passes together in this second half. It's Steck. So looking the first half. I'm happy with that pass. It's very hard for Biermann. Beating Austria yesterday. Germans just too good for Brazil. Some tired legs out there. 5 games already played this week. It's on the attack, and that was held no problem by Klinker. No problem so far, Hannah Klinker, one has to say, in the German goal. Yet to be breached. Who will replace Austria as the World School Champions? I wonder. Closer and closer to decisive minutes. People are leaving the time to Lemogdek, because I think busy start to this second half. Gouloir. Looking for Diaby, he's cut out by Kuva. She's the tallest girl on the pitch, the German number 7. Her to be a favourite for any aerial duels. Good as far as Diaby with that header and just helped on by Charbonnier. Side and Kuva can't quite get to that. Play out of it quite well. Diaby, let's keep it in. Indeed she can. Shot in the first half from Diaby. Saved by Tonka, and here's perhaps a half chance for the French Le Campion, the number 9 storming forward. Besh looks to get down that flank when perhaps she had a chance to cut inside, but a corner for France. Won by one of the top players, Besh. They do this corner. Nadine Besh, I was going to say takes it, but there's been an infringement, I think. He just wants a word with one or two of the players. Le Campion is the French number 9, Kuva for Germany. Pushing and shoving. They played in a very good spirit, one has to say, this competition, especially on the girls' side. Comes in. Hit at the back post from the defender, Renard. Need a little bit more than that time to trouble Hannah Klinker in the German goal. 7 minutes played in the second half, under 30 minutes per half. One or two players already thinking about that shootout. Tactically, it's fascinating. There's a time element as well, 15 seconds for the girls to score from halfway. Kuva. Outside or back to go forward, indeed she does. Quite cautious at times, German tactics-wise. Hahn turns well, that's what she was doing very well yesterday. Hahn, and she gets going. Hahn, still Hahn, beats another player. Is it through? This is a chance for Germany. It's cut across, but held by Totti. Zila was storming forward. A little bit more than that to get past Totti. Kuva just slipped in at right back there as Zila is going forward. And keeping a very good shape, Germany, I have to say. First half. Should have a little bit more nous up front with the Campion and Besh, but Team in White not really finding any space so far. Conceded 1 goal in the group stage. They've been very strong. Another clean sheet against Austria in the quarters. Tough nut to crack, this French defence. So far it has been Le Mogdek to open things up for Besh. Didn't quite work out that time. Germany do with this. No risks from Poussard, just puts it out. French represented by a team from Saint-Brouet, the Lycée-Sacré-Cœur, the northwest coast of France. Shot coming in, it's gone in from absolutely nowhere! The Germans have the lead! Well, would you believe it? That must have been from 30 metres. And Magliari, from absolutely nowhere, beats Totti. Well, I don't think anyone saw that coming, but Chiara Magliari did. And what a brilliant moment for her. The Germans have the lead in the 39th minute with an absolute stormer. Chiara Magliari makes it 1-0 for Germany. Well, they say fortune favours the brave, and Magliari really got her bootstraps behind that. Just sailed right in. think more than anything it took Totti by surprise, but would have beaten most goalkeepers at this level, I have to say. Magliari taking a chance, and it floated in, and the French have work to do. And they have a chance, it's come all the way through, Charbonnier hits the post! Danger still over, Charbonnier wide! Well, 2 chances within a minute, definitely the 2 best chances of the match so far. Charbonnier hits the post, the ball came back out, and the substitute couldn't finish it off. What an exciting 2 or 3 minutes we have. You see the number 11 Charbonnier, one-on-one, desperately unlucky. But then suddenly she found the ball back at her feet, and she should have done better. Desperate disappointment for Charbonnier. Hitting the post, and a real let-off for Germany. What have the French got in them? They need to show their character now. A goal really coming from nowhere and hitting the post. It's going to be tough now. So much is going to be mental from now on. We'll have to go up a level, have to forget about that incident where they really should have pulled it back to 1-1. We have a chance to congratulate Chiara Magliardi for a super shot, because the French very nearly equalised straight away. Runners-up 2 years ago, they won't want to finish second again. Hahn, Zila. That's the throw, that'll do. And it's just 30 minutes per half, so we're only 19 minutes away from the German victory. Kuva. Certainly scrapped for everything now. French look slightly superior technically. It's not how the game of football is won. Germans trying their luck from distance. He came off. Super shot from Magliardi. Charbonnier, the post a few minutes ago. For Germany. It's a super long-range strike from Magliardi. The difference so far between these 2 teams. Charbonnier, the French substitute, hitting the post actually within 60 seconds of that goal. Germany have something to defend, but they're attacking. Zyla coming up to take this throw. But the Frenchwoman can't keep that in. French actually started this second half pretty well, didn't they? They seemed to go up a gear. Just that's one shot that sailed over Totti and into the net. That's why Germany are 1-0 up. On the hunt for a second. As we headed out that time from Renard, Diaby. The goal scorer, Diaby. Should be easy enough for Gouloir, but puts it out. Left back this afternoon. 1-0 to Germany, scoring early in the second half. 14 minutes into the second half, and it's 30 minutes a half. Kuva looking to use a considerable stature to keep that in. Can't quite do that, but they have the throw. Zyla. Kuva. No rush now for Germany, of course. It's going to be a goal kick. German fans in front of me not happy about that. Do the French have up their sleeves, I wonder? Didn't create too much in the first half. Really should have equalised through Charbonnier a few minutes ago. Diaby gets in the way of Renard there. Harm done. Germans up to clean up through Jager, who won the semi-final yesterday. It's turning into a real scrap now. Physically, the French slightly stronger. No lack of determination. And the girls in green have done superbly well this afternoon. Slight outsiders coming into this match. The team from the Karl von Weinberg Schule in Frankfurt, the financial capital of Germany. One of the football capitals as well. Both on the men and women's side these days. With Eintracht, European football. And for the moment, the girls doing the city proud. They lead 1-0. Free kick for France, taken by Renard. So she's going to be hitting it long. Not very long. Will there'll be a flick on there for the French, but Anna Klinker just stops the ball floating out. And if Klinker can keep a clean sheet, the trophy will be going to Frankfurt. Down this right-hand side to Kuva, the tallest player on the pitch, so that'd be a decent route for the Germans. Diaby heads on to Charbonnier. Le Mogdek, France's best player so far, the number 6. And what was that, a foul? I think it was against Le Campion. And with the other different rule in this competition is the sin bin rule. No sin bin used that time, but a yellow card means a player goes off for 5 minutes. That time the Germans escaped there, still playing with 11, but danger. The French have pushed 7, 8 players forward, just 2 back. Everyone back for Germany. So they just hang on to what they have, which is a 1-0 lead in this final of the World School Championships. And Besch will take this. Besch swings it in. I think there was a foul, yeah. There was a foul on the keeper, Hannah Klinker. Who really felt that. Need a bit of medical attention, because it was Renard that came piling into her, and she certainly felt that. Malouin Renard is a strong, powerful centre-back, and as you can see, felt the full force of the French number 5. Took a bit of time to recover from that. The good health of the players is the first consideration for referees. Moradagi, Neslihan, quite right to just check out that Hannah Klinker's okay. 1-0 to Germany. Minutes to play. Oh, that super strike from Chiara Magliardi be enough. With an Italian name, but very much playing for Germany this afternoon. Chilly conditions, that never helps when you get a knock, of course. Hannah Klinker's going to be okay. She'll want to be there till the very end, no doubt about that. Hahn knocks on that goal kick. French clear up. Really been troubled defensively, but there was just that speculative strike that sailed over Totti and into the net. That's the difference so far. It's 1-0 to Germany. to find a bit of inspiration. I wonder if they might look to one of their substitutes. Some fresh legs. A very, very cold afternoon in Belgrade. It's Lamogdek again, making her presence felt. I think she had a very good game this afternoon. Lamogdek, the driver team forward. She's won the throw. Kuva can't believe it. Charbonnier gets it across. That's going to be a corner for the French, who are pushing and pushing. They only have 10 minutes to save this final. Germany with the youngish team, just 3 girls born in 2001, which is the oldest age category possible. For many of these girls, first time they played international football. Clearly they've dealt with it pretty well. Goulois. Oh, crunching tackle there. Is that a foul? It wasn't. It goes on. And Kuva clears. Becoming a scrap now. Goulois puts it into the danger area. And Hannah Klinker collects that. And the band of Germans in the stand roaring on. Every save from the goalkeeper. Some tired legs out there, as you can forgive. 3 group games, quarter-final, semi-final yesterday. 6th game in a week for these girls. They're hanging on now. French still have a bit of zip in their attack. To do something quite quickly. Bertel, who's faded a little bit after a very good first 20 minutes. Lamogdek again, brilliant from Lamogdek. Still Lamogdek. Charbonnier chasing after that. Fouquet, seen too much of Fouquet, but she's won the corner. There's going to be a substitute as well for Germany. With the number 9, Feline Abo coming on. Off comes the 23, which is Natasha Latincic. So, struggled it, but hasn't really had too much service. Diminutive forward. If she comes away with the winner's medal. What about that? So Feline Abo coming on. For the last 7 minutes of play. France have a corner. But the shot from the left back hits the bar. Goulois, danger not over. Well, that's desperate and lucky. Goulois really struck that well. And again, France have hit the post. Have another look at that. It's headed out, and Goulois was well positioned, controlled it well. Hammered against the bar. Well, that's twice the French have hit the woodwork. It's not going to be their day. Diaby, still Diaby. And that's a great challenge from Cyber. She had to get that absolutely right, or else there would have been a penalty. Really good work from Anne-Catherine Zeiler. Super tackle from the right back. Danger not over. It's a corner for the French, who are pushing and pushing. They've hit the woodwork twice. They go slightly better this time and hacked away. Some desperate defending, I think, these last 5-6 minutes from the Germans. Well, I say that with the substitute pretty well there. Abo very nearly nicked it off the toe of the French defender. Goulois just hit the post. Lamogdek, still Lamogdek. What a game she's had. Still Lamogdek. Just nipped off a toe by Bertel. France have responded well to going behind, but they just haven't come close enough. Charbonnier and Goulois hitting the woodwork. The difference between winning and losing, first and second in this World School Championships in Belgrade. Still time for the French. There's some meaty challenges coming in there, as you can see. going to be a free kick for the French. Light rain coming down. Sports Football Federation pitch. Constructed about 4 or 5 years ago. Really good facility. National teams, and especially the youth teams, spend a lot of time down here. We're seeing a match between two of the best school teams in the world for the moment. It's the Germans who are coming off better. Karl from Weinberg-Schule in Frankfurt. The Germans came here actually without one of their best players, the Irish forward Emily Croft, as we look again at that shot from Goulart. Didn't do too much wrong, did she? Disappointment for the team from Brittany, northwest of France. It's well known for its rainy climate. It's starting to rain here as well. Berto goes hobbling off. We need to get back to 11. The 10. I think it's Julie Bessedich coming on, but they're playing the 10 for the moment. The French take advantage. Not that time. Desperate to get their substitutes on. They're playing with 10. Germany. And there's an offside. Another offside this afternoon. I'll give the chance for the German number 6, Julie Bessedich, to come on. Pia Bertel, as I was saying, going off. Had a really good first 20-25 minutes for me before fading. I think the fatigue coming in. Physical side is going to be so important now. They have to dig deep, Germany, to hold on to this, because France are throwing absolutely everything at the girls in green. 3 minutes to hang on. It'll be a famous victory. These players, this is the match of their lives. Final of an international competition with a medal up for grabs. And that goal from Chiara Magliardi, the difference for the moment. Header from Renard. I have to say, Renard and Troussard have been pretty good this afternoon. Germans haven't really created much, but that long-range shot was enough. You don't shoot, you don't score, they say. And that maxim has proved absolutely right for Germany. Edging closer to a gold medal. Forward by Kuva. Does look tired as well, doesn't she? The rangy number 7 down this near side. Totti needs to get on with it. Hahn wins the header. And Germany attack again. Second would surely put the match beyond doubt. Lemogdek. Tired pass. Hacked out by Renard well. She had a very good game for me. This has Jager at the back. So taking any risks at all with that. In the last 2 minutes of play, Germany edging towards a victory. Troussard, a mistake. The substitute Bessedich coming on. Bessedich. Find the control needed. France will come again, looking down this left-hand side. Kuva, so surely an offside, indeed it is. Germans won't mind too much. That's going to eat up a few more seconds. The German fans urging their goals on. Physically and mentally, there's not much left in the tank for the girls from Frankfurt, but they're hanging on. And France are going to save this. It's going to have to be a very late goal indeed from the French goals. Renard hits it long, but loses a footing. It's not going to help, and the goal scorer, Magliardi, what a day for her to remember again. The goal always gives her an extra bit of energy and stamina. That's what for her, Cagliari, I say that. Put the curse on her with a poor pass. In the last minute of play, Germany lead 1-0. Is that offside? Yes. Flag goes up, the Germans don't like it. Again, it will eat up a few seconds. The French have to get on with it now. Just a whack long that time from Noblet. Germans have dealt with it. The French have hit the post, they've hit the bar. They'll just think maybe it wasn't their day. Zyber scurrying down this right-hand side. It's going to be a throw to France. We're moving into injury time. How much will there be? 2 minutes. 2 minutes for the French to save this final. Whack long. Le Mogdek has been their best player, the number 6 for me. Besh, haven't seen enough of French forward. Said she wins the throw, but she doesn't. It just came off the shin of the French woman. Germans ready to celebrate. They have a little bit more to do. The flags are starting to come out. Let's hope it's not premature. Mogdek with the header. Doesn't go anywhere. Kuvo's worked tirelessly. She really has some heavy legs out there. The French have a chance for one more attack. About 1 minute to play. Totti hits it long. A last chance down that side. There is a last chance for the French. It comes in, but well cleared. Couldn't quite get back into Fouquet. It might be that Totti comes scampering out. Have to be hit long, I think. In the final seconds, Besh. Diaby wants it in the middle. Still Besh. It's now or never for the French, and it's a corner. The Germans have defended very solidly this afternoon, courageously as well, against some technically gifted French players. It's now or never for the French. Germany lead 1-0 in this final of the World School Championships. That's a poor corner, and easily cleared by Abo. Perhaps should have done better than that. There is a second chance for the French. Into the danger area. Diaby can't get to it. Chance, and it's nearly come through, but Hannah Klinker's there. Took a couple of deflections. Noblet was close to getting a touch to it, but she couldn't. And it's all over. Germany have won. Germany are the World School Champions with a 1-0 victory. Well done to them, and it was a brilliant goal in the 39th minute by Chiara Magliari. The French on their feet there, they're on the ground. There's some tears flowing there. Desperately unlucky at times. They hit the post, they hit the bar, but it was the Germans who found the net with a super goal from all of 25 metres that sailed over the French keeper Totti and in. What a day for the Germans and the Karl von Weinberg Schule in Frankfurt. They are crowned the best team in the world, and what a week it's been for them. Going through the group stage quite easily, but they've struggled through. They've got through a lot of tired matches, been quite nervous ahead of this final, but they've got through it, and a 1-0 win leaves the French crestfallen and the Germans champions with a 1-0 win. Quite an edgy final. As I was saying, not too much to trouble the goalkeepers in the first half, but Chiara Magliari with a brilliant strike in the 39th minute. Charbonnier hit the post seconds later, and the left-back Gouloir tried her luck and also hit the bar in the second half. So the French will count themselves a little bit unlucky, but the Germans, you only seem to find the net today, and they are champions. There you have it, the 1-0 win with the goal from Chiara Magliari. Desperately disappointing for the French. For the second year, the second competition in a row, they are runners-up. Let's have a look at some of the highlights. That was a Kuva's header from a free kick. Diaby in the first half as well, showing some good touches as well. The shots are from Diaby.